Hi Sandan, welcome to my 4,000 square feet home in Bangalore. Come on in. My name is Manssi. I am a holistic wellness practitioner for dogs and I am a canine nutritionist. When you see the house, you will see that it is a mixture of styles because I was just not able to choose one. So you will see Indian accents, you will see Mediterranean accents. There is some very boho Scandinavian feel to some of the spaces. And there's a lot of plants because I love plants and I'm so excited to show it to you. The story of this house is that we'd done the Bhumi Pujan in 2019 November. So by the time the first lockdowns happened in 2020, we'd already dug the foundation. And that is when I decided to get out of a really, really difficult marriage. I had spent a long time being extremely suppressed in my opinions, in my likes and dislikes, to a point where I'd almost forgotten what they were. And building this house was a discovery process that was invaluable to me. So this is the living room. So a massive feature of this room, I think, is just these windows, right? There's barely any wall here. The tallest one is about 19 feet, I think. And this was pretty unique, even during design phase, because I was asked regularly, are you sure you want that large windows? What about the cleaning and things like that? And there is a practical issue, I won't lie. But the amount of light that comes in, just the happiness of this room is just so nice to me that I will deal with the cleaning. Now, I have dogs, so the seating was always meant to be low. There are large carpets in the living room as well because it just brings that earthy, cozy feel. I don't have a TV, and so there's nothing to look at other than out of the window, and lounge around with the dogs on the floor. With a large living space and large windows, I wanted a large mirror that's going to reflect the light nicely. But guess how much that cost me? It's 4,000 rupees. 1,000 more for the back ply that we put on it. Guys, I cannot stress enough, scrapyards are a treasure trove of amazing stuff like this. So when I bought this plot, it had two massive Nilgiri eucalyptus trees in the middle of the plot, and we tried to build around it, but it was going to be massive structural issues and maybe leakage issues later on. While I was repeatedly being told by everybody that eucalyptus wood is not a stable wood for furniture, I wanted to save the tree. And so here is my big farmhouse style table that I built with the carpenter, and it was just such a fun project. It's got a live edge on the side. It seats about 10 people. What more do you want? This mismatched furniture, chairs, again, comes from this boho chic things that I like. This is also part of my tree, and that became a chandelier hanging. And then I got all of these weird lights off of Amazon, and then I made this light as well. I swear most people who were working on this house just thought I was a little nuts, but yeah, I loved making things myself. So this is my kitchen. The white countertop is a material called quartz. One should choose it carefully. Indian cooking. You may want to think again about white, but they come in lots of colors. So it's a great material. This is what I believe is called Duco painted. So gives a really nice, smooth finish. It's been about 4 years and it's doing fantastically. So on quality and durability, I recommend it, definitely. The flooring. Now, as you see, over the whole house, it's very rough stone. I have dogs and I need grippy floors. I don't recommend it for everybody. It is slightly more maintenance heavy. It is harder to get oil and grease out of it, but we do scrub it clean every quarter with a professional service. If you look at the expanse of the house, this is actually quite a narrow space, but I wanted lots of counter space because one part of that was to have everything built in. So you're not looking at things and going, where do I put this? So my hob and my built-in oven was specifically chosen because it has this antique brass copper handles, detailing, knobs. It just ties in with that rustic, earthy, antique look that I like so much. So in this house, you will see that there is no new wood. All the doors in my house have been rescued from demolition houses. They are teak wood doors and we refurbished them. I actually invited all my girlfriends here for a pizza party and got them to sit on the floor and sand down all my doors and windows, and then we just waxed them. This space here was actually designed by my architect saying, in case you change your mind later on and you want a TV, you're going to need a wall. But then the house was ready and I really did not want a TV. So I thought, hey, let's put a jhula in here. When my sister comes with her kids, this is a really nice space to hang out in. Under the stairs was this space. Once we realized I can stand there, my brother-in-law decided that this was a great reading nook area because that's also east. And the morning sunlight, if you sit there and you have a book in your hand, it falls exactly on the book. It was just so cute the way he thought of it. This is Barfi. He is the lord of the house, and the way Barfi looks at this house is that it is his house. He allows me to live here and pay the bills. The bedroom is his and my sacred place, I think. As you can see, it is a bed that is on the floor. Again, it's partly because of the dogs and it's partly because of my health condition. I have something called fibromyalgia and I wake up in various degrees of pain every day. And to be honest with you, this is just easy to roll off of and just be able to stand up on certain days. So one of the other reasons why the bed is here and the wall is here is because that is the view that I wake up to. That entire wall is just glass and there's amazing trees out there, and we planned a sit-out balcony out there as well, sort of like a terrace, just so that it's a lot of greenery that you wake up to every morning. And then there is the two entries into this area on either side of the bed. So this is my dressing area, which gives me the space to get ready, to have my massive wardrobe that stores everything I could possibly want in it. Very cute little sink nook where you can, freshen up in the mornings. There's a makeup area as well. So this is a girl's paradise. And the same theme is carried on into the bathroom, which has two doors to go into the bathroom. Welcome to the master bathroom. This, by far, is my most favorite space in the whole house. The color scheme of this place was a stroke of genius. We found the tile first, okay? It was this beautiful spa-like looking blue-gray tile, and then everything went from there. I hate dingy spaces. I mean, if that's not evident from the whole house. And I did not want my bathroom to be a dark, dingy space. As you can see, it's a very narrow, very long bathroom, a very unusual shape to start with. On top of that, if we didn't have enough natural light in here, it was gonna look horrible. And that's how the skylight was born, from where this beautiful light comes in. It allows all my plants to thrive in my bathroom. So this is my ultimate Zen space. So this is like a den area. Currently, it is working as my home office. When you build a house in 2020, most people are going to tell you, hey, do you want to automate the house? And do you want to have everything on a clap and lights will go on and whatnot? And I was like, no, I want switches from my grandfather's house. So Some of these are rescued from demolition houses. Some of them I found on Amazon. And some of these brass ones are handmade by a Parsi fellow in Bombay. Now, a lot of people call this a maritime theme. I am from the Konkan, and this is just what we use for everything over there. So it has childhood roots in the fact that I love this, but it was also budget. This is a very large railing, and to put glass in it or even to add more metal, I had simply run out of money. And so while there were lots of ideas we were toying with, this is the one that I eventually ended up doing. So this is another door that I found in a scrapyard. We had to dig it out, and it was just luck that we found it. I vaguely remember the guy telling us that this is an extremely old door. It is Burma teak. And I think he mentioned something like 135 odd years old. By looking at it, I believe it. These hinges are original. The entire door sort of lifts off from that. We believe it's an old temple door. This is exactly what I believe it may have looked like for about 100 years. So this is the foyer. This is where you walk into the home and really get introduced to the space. In a previous life, I was not allowed to do this. And it was just a big want that I want to have photos that mean something to me up on a wall. And every single person and every single photo in here means something to me. This house didn't feel like it was my space. And so I got on a call with my architects and my interior designer, and I said to them, I want to redesign the house. This is an all-women's team, and I am convinced that the reaction I got was because it is an all-women's team. Without batting an eyelid, they said, yeah, let's do it. Let's make this your home. And I will forever be grateful for that reaction, because it empowered me to start thinking about what is the kind of space I would feel safe and at home and can build a future in. Masons Inc. are the architects. Sridevi was the main architect I worked with, and I will always be tremendously grateful to her. Kate Jose was my interior designer and one of my closest friends on the planet. It's a large house. It's 8,500 square feet between the ground floor and the space where I live. But I built it in only 1 crore 20 lakhs. And that's very conservative as a budget. And a lot of my choices were driven from, hey, can I afford this? But a lot of it was driven by sustainability and, hey, I don't need this. Why should I be spending on it? So what I would recommend to anybody who is trying to do up a flat or you're trying to build a house from ground up is to really sit down and think about what you like to feel when you start living here and go from there out. Don't build the house and then decide what you want to feel. And I don't think I would do anything differently. Thank you, Zendan. I hope you have loved the tour of my house as much as I've loved doing it.